I'm all for simplicity.
Yeah, last year we had a mom, mom who kind of did it on her own.
From Ocean Air Community Center in the Torrey Hills area, this is San Diego Development League Academy Soccer. The LA Galaxy San Diego versus Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks. The Del Mar Sharks, they are in the white and blue shorts, and in all blue with the gold numbers is LA Galaxy San Diego. So shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. We're underway. In their own defensive half now, that's Kelly. Kelly sends it out to the white. Gibbons now on it. Jackson Gibbons sends a ball down the right flank. It's intercepted. Gibbons gets it back now. Nice controlling. Good first touch. Gibbons still down the right flank. Gibbons now being marked, and Gibbons will lose control of it out of play. Just the starting of the match, so grab a snack, beverage, maybe both, and sit back and enjoy this one. 40-minute halves. And LA Galaxy San Diego with the goal kick. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. Keeper Duran sending the ball down the left flank. Got a teammate to send it across midfield, intercepted. Quick touch that by Strimba. Strimba has it back again. Lucas Strimba. Near central, taken away. Nicely done by Dylan Kelly. Kelly, an early ball now. His teammate tried to run up to it, and a save by Durant. Ryan Jacobs with the early ball chance. Not able to put it into the back of the net, as he couldn't get a strike on it. It had too much pace on it that time. But that's the first serious attack by either team. And a nice pass by Dylan Kelly. LAGSD down the left flank, and it's knocked out of play by Matthew Learn. Or actually, that was Gibbons that knocked it out. Foul on the play. Free kick. Intercept almost momentarily there, but now they do get it, as Dmcv having a hard time with it in their own defensive half. The Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks on the near side. Patravalli, and sending that ball forward to his teammate Gonzalez, and Gonzalez sent that ball wide. Look at that prior play. Just a little bit too much pace on the soccer ball that time. Midfield after the goal kick. The errant strike by Gonzalez. And now here the LAGSD now down the central. A great opportunity and a save. What a play by Logan Howard. Oh, a beautiful save as Howard goes down and robs the striker that time of trying to put it in the back of the net. Big play that time. Langford trying to put it in the back of the net, and Howard was big that time, being able to save that ball from going into the back of the net. LAGSD having their first clear-cut opportunity to put one in the back of the net, not able to do it. Just like Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks weren't able to do it. And so it's still 0-0 in their deep back.
There's a lot of space in front.
Christopher Carlson.
You don't have to play those square balls. Okay? There's a lot
Take
of
a good look
ahead.
again, coming down the central and trying to put that one into the back of the net was Langford, and not able to do it. And maybe Langford might have wanted to send that ball to the right as he came real close. But I guess he just felt that the keeper, Howard, was not going to be able to play big that time and take it away from him. His opportunity down the right flank, and that ball goes out of play. LA Galaxy San Diego, a team that been around as their name for a few years in the county. Here in Torrey Hills, Ocean Air Community Park. The throw in. The far side touchline. Ball sent up some space, and now they've got a runner on that right flank. And not able to turn that time was Ryan Jacobs. So good defense in their left outward part of their defense. Daniel Duran going to get it going. Duran sending that ball down the left flank, and now they have a strike to midfield. But Banerjee, Roof, nice job. And to the wide side, with it now is Urich. Urich now, and it goes out of play. Liam Urich trying to make a play in that space, not able to do so. Good defense. LAGSD towards the central now, and here comes their striker, and that's Langford again, and it goes wide. Good defense that time on Langford. He didn't get a clear-cut opportunity like he did on that other run down the central. Yeah, it's good defense that time by Patra Valley.
Okay, overload there with Jackson.
Towards midfield, and they get a strike, and they get it quickly going, but nobody able to run onto it. Get a good look at Daniel Duran there. And Duran sending that ball across midfield, and a strike from distance, not accurate enough. So another goal kicking try.
They're giving you a ball, be ready to deal with that.
The Sharks of Delmar Carmel Valley. On GK Sports, they've been pretty successful in the past. Had them in championship games. They've done a very good job. LAGSD saw them in the Presidio League, not the same age group.
Come on, guys.
Here's a shot at an attempted header that time. Not able to connect into the back of the net was Patra Valley.
If you don't go short,
Good pass.
Let's get organized.
But Patra Valley got the header not in the part of the head where he wanted to. And that time, the opportunity to put one in the back of the net went to Ryan. Another opportunity for the LA Galaxy San Diego. But back with it now is Hong. Brian Hong now. Brian tries to stay with it, but it's taken away. LAGSD back with it now is Ethan Soto. Soto sends a ball towards the area, but it was intercepted. Not a bad service that time by Soto. And now here's an early ball to the wide side. On it is Jacobs, and he was just marked well that time. And take a look at that earlier play. That was Pulver's nice pass. Beautiful pass to his teammate. And Urich not able to put it in the back of the net. I said it was Patra Valley, and it was not. Urich. Liam Urich. To the wide side now. Sharks. And it's intercepted. Nicely done by Soto. In his space. LAGSD trying to get another strike. They get a header into the space, but it's right over to the cleat of one of the Sharks players now. And here is Dylan Kelly. Kelly now just takes a shot. And it's saved by the keeper, Duran. Duran says this one's not a problem. Measured it up quite nicely and sends it across midfield. Intercepted by the Sharks, but they get it back. Lagsd now on the left flank now, trying to get a strike, and they can't do it. They were marked heavily.
Jackson.
11th minute of the match.
Jackson.
0-0. Here's Ferdman sending it and intercepted all the way back towards Ferdman, and nicely done by Urich and his teammate. And Urich not able to do anything with it as it was knocked out of play by the Sharks. Lagsd, they throw it in from the right flank, or left flank, I should say, of their offense. And it is touched out of play. Touched out by Lagsd. So the Sharks now will have the goal kick in this match that is a clean sheet up to this point. The goal kick off of a nice strike forward by Ryan Jacobs. And Jacobs looking for his teammate Gibbons. And that ball is deposited out of play. And it'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy, or rather for the Sharks. Sharks, far side touchline. Sent forward and intercepted in the deep back by Lagsd. But the Sharks win it again now. In the central. Sent forward and trying to get that ball to Jacobs, but he won't be able to get it. And on the near side, Lagsd is sent into some space, but intercepted by Patravalli. And Hong now sends it out wide. Nicely done. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez wants to go way across field to Gibbons now. And Gibbons misses the soccer ball, but he gets it back. Nice play around the defender. He sends an early ball right in it, and they just can't get it into the back of the net. Oh, a beautiful play. Nicely done by Gibbons. You see it right there across the short box. And he was looking for Brian Hong, and Hong got the wrong strike on the soccer ball. And it might have been one of those unfortunate things where he thought the ball was not going, it was going to stay down, and it kind of came up on him, and his cleat did not get enough of the soccer ball because he had a wide open frame that time to put it in the back of the net. That one you have to remember for the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks in this match. Foul on the play, and it is going to be a free kick now for the Sharks. Setting it up is Brian Hong. And let's see which direction he goes with the free kick. The set piece, the LA Galaxy San Diego have to defend here in this match. The Sdda, San Diego Development Academy. Hong now, his strike is a good one in the central now. He has a player, but he could not get a good strike on it. Patravalli would have liked to try and get that ball a little bit more towards the near post, and maybe he might have been able to tuck it inside that near post, but he didn't get the strike on it that he wanted to. So we're still 0-0. First half of action. Midfield. All the way up to Patravalli. Nice controlling the soccer ball and sending it forward over his head. The near side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez slowing it up, and he sent it way ahead of his teammate who was doing an overlapping run that time. And so it'll be a throw-in for Lagsd. Here in the northern part of the county, San Diego. And after the throw-in, Patravalli sends it forward, and there was a foul on the play, so it's going to work against Lagsd. So who will take the free kick? For the Sharks. Looks like it's going to be Ferdman. On. Ferdman.
Throw it closer to.
Ferdman wants to go wide with it and see if he can get a header or somebody to strike it, and they're not able to control it. And it goes past the goal line. But it was knocked past that goal line by the team in all blue with the gold numbers, LA Galaxy San Diego. So the corner kick is upcoming. Ryan Jacobs will take it. Ryan setting it up the way he wants to. First corner kick of the match with the Sharks, and it's a short kick. Gonzalez taps it forward. Or the other way upfield. Kelly now has it on the near side. Trying to control it was Patravalli. He did. And then now he gets it back and looking for a teammate in the central, not able to get one. So it goes all the way back upfield as LAGSD winning the soccer ball now. Here's Urich. Urich now trying to get around the defender. Can't do it in the central. He does get his cleat on it again, but it winds up on the near side where the Sharks have it now. And here's Hong now having a hard time there, but he finally gets a ball down the central. And LAGSD able to tighten up there in the defensive third and win that soccer ball, send it forward, and it is out of play.
Go Sharks.
17th minute of the match. And it's a throw-in now. Throw it on the near side by Lucas Stremba. Stremba towards the area. It's headed out of the area now. Trying to run onto it is Langford. Langford does run onto it, and then he tries to get a strike. Langford strikes it again with his left foot, but winning it in the deep back are the Sharks. Hong now trying to pursue it, but getting to it first is Stremba. Nicely done. And into the central, but won by the Sharks. And getting there and helping out was Urich, and that ball is out of play. It'll be a throw-in off the Sharks. Throw-in for LAGSD. And this ball goes out of play. Nil-nil your score as substitutions come into this match. And if we miss any of the substitutions that come into this match, we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. On the pitch of the world's most famous sport, football. In most countries, soccer. In this one, we got another sport called football, and they are playing today. Into the wide side, here's the Sharks now, and it goes out of play. Run that time by Banerjee. Roof. Throw in out of their own defensive back, LAGSD, but it's knocked out by their own teammate. Trying to control it was Restucci. He couldn't do it. After the throw in by the Sharks, the header forward that you saw there was Jacobs, and he gets it over to his teammate on the wide side. Now they're trying to mark him, and he still has it, but he touched it, and they say it was touched out by the Sharks player. So it's a goal kick.
Ryan.
20th minute of the match. Substitution coming in now for the Sharks. That's Sean Wan. So Wan coming into the match as Jacobs leaves. Played well while he was in there, Ryan Jacobs. Here's Daniel Duran. Duran sends that ball all the way up to midfield almost. And he gets his teammate, Restucci, sending it forward, and then they take it away from him and send it back the other way. But they regain possession. Dropping back is Karlstrom. In the central. LA Galaxy San Diego. They still have possession across midfield now. To the near side, here's Stremba. Stremba now sends the ball forward. Looking for an early ball on the near side and trying to run it down. That time was Langford. But it was tapped out by the Sharks. Strumba will throw it in. Strumba looking in a space there. And let's see. It's going to turn out to be off of the LA Galaxy San Diego player. And now it's going to be a goal kick for the Sharks. Let's see which direction this ball is sent. Sent straight up the field now. Intercepted. LAGSD strong in the midfield area. And they try to get another strike. Can't do it now as they have to retreat back. They do get a strike there in the central you saw by Restucci, but it's taken away. Here they go the Sharks now. Sean Juan now on the wide side, and that ball is tapped out of play as Juan was trying to continue forward, and the defender did not want to allow him to do that. Try to get behind him. So it's a throw-in now for the Sharks. Sharks in the attacking third now. Throw in from the wide side, or from the far side touchline. And controlling it nicely is Gibbons for a moment there, but he couldn't get the second drop of that ball. So now it's going to be a goal kick again. Work for Daniel Duran. In the second half of this first half of play. 22nd minute. Duran now wants to go to the right side of his offense. And that's Langford. Langford winning the soccer ball between two players now. Langford onto the near side. Langford trying to outrun the defender. He does. Dylan Kelly, nice move. Langford still on his soccer ball. Cuts it inside now. Sends it to the central now. And they're going to get a shot. And a nice save by Howard. Good play by Langford. A beautiful, strong run. And the strike forward. But the save, no problem for Howard. More of a chip forward that time. Patra Valley sending, or rather that was Urich sending that ball forward, and now sends it forward again and it's out of play. Take that back. That was a chip forward by Miles Pulvers. So Pulvers, number 16, and he's coming out of the match. And he's coming out along with Jacob Cunningham and also Urich.
Liam. Let's find Dylan and Tyler.
Fresh players coming in. Ayers, number 13, is into the match. Manza is number 10. Onto the near side. And it'll be a throw-in now. Dylan Kelly. Kelly now. It's taken away. Nicely done by Tyler Gonzalez. Gonzalez now to the near side. As he's got his teammate Hong. Hong sends a ball in the area, but just being able to get it was the deep defender in that area. The 6-yard area that sent it out of there. Otherwise, a great opportunity that time for the Sharks to put it in the back of the net. Foul on the play now. LA Galaxy San Diego will have a free kick. Here in the 24th minute of the match. Coming into the match now for the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks is Matthew Learn. And the free kick. LAGSD all knotted up in a 0-0 score. To midfield, and a strike there by Langford. All the way back. Quick touch by Strumba. Intercepted. Going forward now and trying to run it down, and he does, is Juan. Sean still has the soccer ball, sends a service now, and a quick one right back at the keeper. But not enough of it. No problem for Duran. Juan getting all that started from the left flank. Learn. Sending that ball out of play. LAGSD will throw it in. Midfield now. And there's a foul on the play. Free kick. Sharks will take it. Off of a bounce, intercepted nicely by Sampath. Sampath's teammate that time hustling after it airs, and he knocked it out of play. So the Sharks will throw it in the attacking third. In some space, and then won by Lagsd, and they send it up to midfield, but intercepted by the Sharks as they reduce the size of the field on the near side. But hustling after it, you see there, is Nathan Langford, but he sent it out of play, couldn't control it. Langford trying to get it in again, he can't. So the Sharks have it. Here's Hong now into space. Brian Hong getting that ball over to his teammate, the near side. That's Tyler Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops it back, gets it over to Patravalli. Patravalli, good passing now by the Sharks now. As Lucas Liu sending it out wide. As they get it back to Liu now. Liu sends an early ball in some space, trying to get a runner, and he did get a shot. Hustling that time was Banerjee. Nice hustle by Roof. And he got a shot off where you thought that he might not have any area left on that byline. But good hustle. In the deep back as the Sharks sending it up forward, but it's intercepted by Wagner. This is Wyatt Wagner now. Wagner now in the central. Wagner, the diagonal pass.
Yes,
He
Lucas.
got that ball over to his teammate, and then they drop it back. And, of course, they continue their offensive attack. Good passing now for the LA Galaxy San Diego with Langford, and they send the ball forward, but no problem as Howard measures that one up. Logan Howard, the keeper, in the 28th minute now, sends it all the way towards midfield. The Sharks. Sharks pass is intercepted, but winning it again is Brian Hong into space. Hong sends an early ball, and he was looking for his teammate, and that did not happen. That was Banerjee trying to run that one down, but the save by Duran. Duran didn't have no part of that, so he came out off his line quickly on that last sequence, and now upfield, and it goes out of play. 0-0 your score, the 29th minute of the match. And you see the pass by Hong trying to get it to Banerjee, and it just had a little bit too much space, of course, protecting that time. He's done a pretty good job in this match when he's been in. Wyatt Wagner keeping him off the soccer ball. Coming in now is Zivkovic. That's Nevin Zivkovic. The Sharks throw in on the wide side. Lagsd. And it's knocked out of play. LA Galaxy San Diego will be able to throw it in again with Wagner throwing it in some space, and they do get a strike and a save by Howard. Both teams have had opportunities to put it in the back of the net, not able to do so. That's why we're still at a 0-0 score. Getting close to halftime. LA Galaxy San Diego, the wide side. With it, up the field. And their build-up. And the wide side, and it's intercepted by the Sharks. As that pass by Ayers was intercepted. But they win it back and send one. Nice block that time by Ferdman, sending it forward. And drop back for Hong. Sends it forward to Zivkovic, and his pass is out wide. He was looking for Juan, and he tries to get it as a nice play as Juan finally ran that ball down and sent it right back towards him, but he wasn't able to get to it that time. Zivkovic, and now into central, and that's going to be a foul. Too much for the body on that time by Tyler Gonzalez. So it'll be a free kick. LA Galaxy San Diego trying to see if they can try and put the first one into the back of the net. And substitutions occurred. coming out of the match there was Wyatt Wagner. And the free kick intercepted in the central. Intercepted now by Ethan Soto. Soto now on a run. Ethan Soto still on the soccer ball. He drops it off to the wide as his teammate tries to get it back to the central. And now touching it is Langford. Langford still on the soccer ball. Langford drops it back. Nathan finds a teammate, and it's sent forward. And running onto it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it in some space. And then now they send it across midfield, the Sharks, as they continue on. And that ball trickling around towards the far side touchline, and it's out of play. Throw in by the Sharks. But first, the substitution will come in for the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks. Liam Peterson will come into the match. And I believe that's Banerjee that came out of the match. Throwing from the far side touchline. DMCV Sharks. On it now is Tyler Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it forward to the near side. Trying to run it down, and doing so is Zivkovic. And he drops it back. Gets it over to Patravalli, and then they tried to get another strike by Gonzalez in the central. They didn't get it. Trying to send it forward off the back of his head that time was Pulvers, but winning it back is the Sharks. And Hong hustles and tries to get to the soccer ball, but he ran out of real estate. 0-0 your score up here at Ocean Air Community Park in the Torrey Hills area of San Diego County. Hopefully you're enjoying this match. About 8 minutes or there less left to play in the first half. Neither team has put one back in the net in this 2017 San Diego Development Academy match. B2003 Flight 2 Gold in the central now. Off of a bounce. 50-50 ball. One down by the LA Galaxy San Diego. Sidoref says play on now as it's sent out to the wide side by Restucci. Restucci gets Ayers to run onto it. Ayers, Christian Ayers now to the wide side. Ayers still on the soccer ball. Ayers sends a service, and it turns out to be a shot, and it hit the side of frame. And you see the police are taking gander at the soccer match and making sure everything is fine up here.
Go, Nevin, go, Nevin.
Torrey Hills Ocean Air Community Park, a nice park up here. Here is a ball sent forward by the Sharks now. And he just can't get that last strike that time. Nevin Zivkovic just could not get that last strike to send it underneath the keeper, Duran. And now we have a foul on the near side as going down is Ethan Soto. Nice play, though. Up forward. You'll see that on a replay again. But Zivkovic just could not get that last strike. Otherwise, we've got a 1-0 match. The Sharks still have not been able to put it in the back of the net. They've had some opportunities, but nothing to show for it. Same with the LA Galaxy San Diego. That's why we're 0-0 at halftime. Here's an early ball now. Here's Zivkovic trying to run it down, but he won't be able to get to it. As getting in front of him was Ethan Soto. Duran up the central now. Getting it over to Kelly. Or rather, that was Strimba, Lucas Strimba. And then that ball in the central by Restucci, the wide side. Running onto it now is Wyatt Wagner. Being pressured. He does get it over to his teammate to the wide side and of their offense. And now that ball is intercepted by the Sharks. Down that far side touchline, it goes out of play. Touchdown by Christopher Karlstrom. And now it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in for the Sharks. Sharks in these last few minutes trying to see if they can get that goal to take the lead. Both teams nearly equal on the touches, percentage-wise, in this match.
Esteban, move up.
Been a good match so far, defensively, but offensively there's been some chances. Not able to connect for both teams. Throw in. The Sharks in some space, intercepted by LAGSD. But that ball goes in the wrong direction for him now. Here's Zivkovic now, trying to run onto it. And he gets a strike to his teammate now in this space. Sent up forward now. LAGSD able to win it. Boy, that was problem mode in that defensive third. They're able to finally get to that soccer ball and down their left flank. Can't go any further as won by the Sharks. They still have it, though. On it now is Sampath. And up forward. Getting a quick touch that time is Manza. And now his teammate trying to run onto it, and he does. Sends it to the near side as they want to switch the point of the attack. Over to Strimba. Lucas Strimba can get his teammate to drive it forward, and now won by the Sharks. It bounces forward off of a defender for LAGSD, and now winds on the cleat of Ristucci. And he tries to get another strike, can't do it as he was blocked off in the central. The near side, the Sharks send the ball forward. Strimba into some space. He's got his teammate now. And here is Ristucci. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Sharks, and it's out of play on the near side. About 3 minutes and some change left to play in this match of the first half of it. And now in the space there, trying to attacking third. LAGSD can't do anything with it. In these final couple minutes of the first half, who will be able to put one in the back of the net? Will it be the Sharks or will it be LAGSD? As they win it in their back. But to midfield. Now, with it is the Sharks. It's intercepted. They have it again now. And they're going to send that ball down the central, and nobody's going to be able to run onto it as the Sharks give that one away. LAGSD now to the wide side. Here's Wagner. Sends the ball forward. Wagner now able to run it down. Wagner on the left flank of the offense. Wagner now cuts it back now. Sends that ball in the central. Finds Sampath with it. Dropped back again, and they continue their passing attack, and they get it over to Soto. Soto tried to get a through ball. He couldn't do it. As it's intercepted by the Sharks. Here's Strimba now. Strimba back to Soto. On the near side now. That's Wagner. Or rather, that was Ristucci. And to the near side, Chang trying to run it down. Even Evan Chang could not keep it in. Goal kick. Setting it up. Ferdman now. Ferdman gets it to his teammate. Nice chest trap by Gonzalez. But his attempted pass to the near side went awry, and now they're going to have to play defense in their defensive third. Strimba will throw it in. Lucas Strimba has been involved in the attack. Finding spaces, making plays. Lucas Strimba now. Off of a bounce. Soto now almost let it go out of play, and he sends it forward, and it's going to be sent out of play. So Ethan Soto, not a good first touch that time, and he sent it forward, but his teammate couldn't get to it, and it went out of play. So now it's going to be the goal kick. Sharks send the ball all the way towards midfield, and they do have a striker to be able to send it out of play, and the final time of the first half might be out now. And here's that earlier play by Nevin Zivkovic, and he just was bodied up defensively very, very well, and Zivkovic couldn't get that last strike. A good play by Lucas Strimba in the space. Strimba throws it in here. Play back in to the LA Galaxy San Diego in their own defensive third, and this is not where they want to be with just moments left here in the first half. Strimba throws it in the near side, sent towards midfield. Sharks winning it, and it goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Sdda will throw it in. The double whistle upcoming now, signifying the end of the first half. LA Galaxy San Diego with an opportunity as Manza sending it out wide. Manza gets a return pass. Manza now. Carlos drops it back, looking for Sampath, but he didn't get it. But he had teammates to cover, and they send it forward into the space and learn, and that's the end of the first half of action here at Ocean Air Community Park. Ocean Air Community Center, 0-0, your score at the end of the first half of action. So stick with us. We'll be right back for the second half in this 2017 San Diego Development Academy B2003 Flight 2 Gold match.
Ryan, face forward. Guys, follow up.
Yes, go, Logan. Go, Devin. You've got this. Way to hustle, Nevin. Good try.
Second half underway. Shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. The LA Galaxy San Diego going from right to left, and the Del Mar Sharks are going from left to right. 0-0 your score in the first half. And here's a quick build-up now. Here's Langford down the central. He beats defenders. He takes a shot and it just goes over the near post. Beautiful pass that time by his teammate Jacob Cunningham right to a streaking Langford, and he just couldn't beat the keeper that time. He decided to go up high rather than keep the ball low, and maybe if he went low, he might have been able to beat the keeper, Logan Howard. But that didn't happen. So it is still 0-0. Can't say LA Galaxy San Diego hasn't had chances in this match with the Del Mar Sharks the same way. Here's Langford again, trying to get to it, and he is really Johnny on his spot to start off the second half. Langford nearly getting to the soccer ball, but not quite. And so it's still 0-0. Here's Gibbons now. Jackson Gibbons sends an early ball now. Gibbons first teammate is the shot on the save by Durant. But it's going to turn out to be an offsides call and a free kick. Jackson Gibbons sending one down the central. He says, if you guys could do it, I could do it as well. But they were just a little bit beyond the line there. They had to be of the last defender for LA Galaxy San Diego. Sdda getting it to his teammate to send it all the way forward now. Looking for, this time it's Urich, and it is out of play. Action starting off quickly here in the second half as both teams want to try and see if they can get one into the back of the net and keep the pressure on the other team. LA Galaxy San Diego now with the corner kick. Sending in some space. It's intercepted that time by Zivkovic. And up forward now to Brian Hong. Hong controlling it nicely. Zivkovic trying to go back to Hong, and instead he nearly gave it away. And it is now in the control of the LA Galaxy San Diego. They have it. Here's Langford now. And he sends it in some space that time, but his teammate could not control it.
Look at Jackson.
Soto, and then it's taken away, and retreating back, nicely done that time, was Wagner, sending that ball up forward. The wide side, or I should say the far side of the field, far side touchline. And the ball is stopped there momentarily. Here's Pulvers running onto it, and then it goes forward, and they get Langford now. Langford sends a ball, and they just couldn't get another strike that time. But Langford sending that ball right at the keeper, Logan Howard.
Jackson, offside now.
Howard able to make the save. The nearest side, trying to deal with it is Wagner, and he does. And he gets it over to his teammate Karlstrom. Karlstrom now will send it up to the central, but that pass is intercepted. And down the central with it is Lou. Lou sending the ball to the near side. He was trying to get Juan to get to it, and Juan could not. Here's that shot by Langford, and his teammate just missed getting a strike on that, and that was Jacob Cunningham. Coming in now for the Sharks is Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs will take the corner kick. Short kick for possession. Getting it to his teammate, and that is Banerjee. And his pass into central, not able to get anybody connect with it. Upfield, LA Galaxy San Diego now. As on the soccer ball to the far side touchline is Strimba, and that ball is sent out of play. Patra Valley throws it in, gets it to Hong. Hong now drops it back now. This ball is sent towards the keeper Duran, and he'll make the save on the play. Duran slingshotting it forward, but it was intercepted momentarily, but they get it back now into central, but then it's a giveaway. That time it is central by Tyler Gonzalez.
Time.
On the near side now, here's Banerjee. Banerjee sends an early ball. His teammate is there, puts it in the back of the net. Goal! Goal! Beautiful ball with some nice pace on it, and Jacobs the finish into the back of the net. Nice play by Jacobs, and a beautiful pass, and 1-0, the Sharks, the first score of the match. And now, with plenty of time still left in this match, LA Galaxy San Diego know what they got to do. They're down by a goal. Here's Jacobs dropping it back. He wants to get back to it, but it was intercepted now. Here's LAGSD now, into central now. That's always dangerous. To the near side, they just couldn't quite get that pass, but still hustling after it and winning it to the central. LAGSD now, they still have it. And that's Wagner to the far side touchline now. Trying to run onto it is Urich. And here's Wagner now, or that's Langford. Langford dropping it back over to Wagner now. Wagner down the right side of their offense now. He gets a ball forward, but it's knocked away at the last moment. But finally they're able to corral it and get a connecting pass up forward. But it's intercepted now. LAGSD dropping it back, and a shot, and no problem for Howard. 1-0, the Sharks lead. Scoring that ball in the back of the net a few minutes ago. The Sharks and LA Galaxy San Diego now, who've had chances in this match. Got to find a way to get an equalizer. The Sharks now to the near side, and it's deposited out of play, I believe, by Cunningham on the near side.
Another one of those brilliant passes for a goal.
Take a good look at that shot from distance. One of those quick type of things just to keep the keeper honest. Wasn't enough on the shot. Coming into the match now for the Sharks is Liam Peterson. He's 21 out there. after the throw-in by Banerjee.
Hey, behind the back. Get back, get back.
Banerjee, that beautiful ball.
Lucas!
Jacobs, and the finish.
Lucas, you can't do that nice game, all right?
The only goal of this match. And that ball goes out of play.
Logan, no anymore.
Or no, it's still in. The Sharks down the left part of their offense, trying to get it go forward, and it touched the center ref. And no problem. Keep it going. The Sharks, near side. Groove Banerjee. And into the central, but it's intercepted. Nicely done. LA Galaxy San Diego now. Here's Christopher Karlstrom. It's intercepted now. Back the other way. Here are the Sharks. Running it down is Peterson. Peterson on the near side. Liam Peterson, and he will not get a connecting ball that time.
Liam, you don't have to kick it.
So it'll be a goal kick
he's gonna do.
for Daniel Duran.
Get anywhere close to the ball. Corner kick is the worst scenario for us.
Duran has played well in this match. Made some really good saves. Duran now, but he just could not get that beautiful play where Jacobs put it in the back of the net. Jacobs not giving him an opportunity to get to it. And coming back the other way, and no foul is called.
Dribble.
LA Galaxy San Diego not really happy with that one.
Behind you.
Head coach Adam Martin. And here is Banerjee, and he is dropped. And it's going to turn out to be a free kick.
Hey, relax.
Sending it forward, you saw there, Cunningham. Trying to get somebody to run it down. It was Urich. And Urich tried to get a strike on it. And his attempt, the defender was trying to get a strike on it. Center ref says just nobody really fouled each other. Just one of those types of plays.
Okay, Tyler,
You
it's
see
okay.
play on. So
Hey,
the Sharks now.
Rebound there, Liam.
Brian Hong has got it set up. Hong, and it's blocked, deflected. Now they try to get another strike in the area, and it's set forward and a save by Durant. As it was partially blocked by LA Galaxy San Diego, but it trickled around in the area. They try to get another strike with, as you see there, it was Jacobs, and he wasn't able to get what he wanted out of it, but it went over to his teammate Peterson, and Peterson needed to send the ball high, but he did not, and Duran was able to get his hand on it, and it went past the byline. But here is Jacobs, and he's got a teammate in the area, but they can't control it. It'll come over towards him. Jacobs sends it over to Banerjee. Banerjee will take a shot, and it's going to go wide. He didn't get the strike that he wanted that time. And it's going to be another corner kick, as the center ref says it was already off of a LA Galaxy San Diego player. So they're going to get another opportunity here.
Tyler, stay there. Tyler. Quick touch play. Cross it. Curve in. Cross
Short
it.
kick for possession. Gonzalez. And that ball going right off of the player into space, and he's going to get looked at real quick. Jacob Cunningham took that one at a close range and trying to shake it off. And he'll come out of the match. And hopefully he'll be able to return that one. You never like to see that, and at this age they can really strike that ball hard. And that's the kind of thing where you start to worry about concussions and things like that. Cunningham coming out of the match. And fresh player coming into the match. Christian Ayers is back in the match for LA Galaxy San
Get
Diego.
on the goal line. Go in as the corner. That's not a goal line.
Nevertheless, a throw in for the Sharks. Banerjee will throw it in. Banerjee in some space. And now it's Hong now. Hong trying to circle around and trying to get away from a player. He does get it over there to Peterson, but it is knocked out of play, and Banerjee will throw it
Use
in.
your body. Bring the ball down.
Groove looking for somebody who can get away from the defender. And there's Peterson with it, and Peterson
You don't have
touched
to
it out
cross it.
off of his cleat.
We don't
Good
need
job
anything
done by
inside,
the
just keep it under control.
players into space by LA Galaxy San Diego, because they were finding themselves in a little bit of a quagmire on the near
Head
side.
up, all right, now. This
Too
one.
many throw-ins and corner kicks. Now they can go upfield. Intercepted by the Sharks. Far side touchline, and it's intercepted momentarily that time by Strimba. But now they get it back, and they try to get a ball, connecting ball to Hong, and Hong could not get the kind of strike he wanted. Brian was running hard that time, and he nearly got a connecting ball on that. Let's see. And the center ref now wants to talk to the linesman.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Linesman may not have seen it, so may turn out to be. And no, he says it's going to be a corner kick. So it's going to be a corner kick now for the Sharks. Ryan Jacobs, who's already scored the lone goal of this match, setting it up for the corner kick. He of the orange cleats. Trying to make sure that ball is right where he wants it to be.
Central.
That is awesome, Andre. That's wonderful.
Jacobs now, an in-swinger, but too much of an in-swinger as it is deposited out of play. But it was deposited out of play by LAGSD. So not able to get a shot or a strike on net, but it worked out just as well. The defenders of LAGSD had to defend that time, and this one's up in the air a little bit better, and it's brought down by Langford, but the Sharks still have it. Up in the air, knocked away. Nicely done by Ayers up forward. Sharks still on the soccer ball. Near side, Banerjee being marked heavily, but he got it to his teammate, now it's out of play, and the LA Galaxy San Diego will throw it in. Wyatt Wagner will throw it in. Wagner finds a teammate in space, but they were double teamed, but he gets to it and sends it across midfield and out of play. 1-0, the Sharks lead. Every time it goes out of play, it's an advantage for the Sharks because it eats off that time off the clock and no play is happening on the pitch. So they will take that anytime it happens. 50-50 ball. It caroms all the way up to midfield now. Going after it there is Soto. Soto overran it momentarily after he had it, but now he runs onto it again. Soto sends an early ball down, trying to get his teammate, Langford, and a save is made at the last moment. Oh, they were just able to get to the soccer ball, and Howard was in the center of that. A good play as the keeper. Otherwise, they had an opportunity to put that ball in the back of the net. Take a good look at it again. Down to central. Langford chasing after it. Protecting Patra Valley. And getting his hand on it. Enough of it to Howard, and it went over to his defenders, and they were able to get that ball out of danger. However, now, as you know, it is a corner kick. Miles Pulvers. Pulvers now with the CK, the set piece now. And it's not going to get nowhere near frame. 1-0, and those are the types of plays, if you're LA Galaxy San Diego, you don't need. Whenever you get a set piece, you need to try and see what you can do and put it on the net. And that was just an errant strike that time by Pulvers.
Help us here, we overload.
Still plenty of time in this match.
We overload and then
LA
we have
Galaxy
player
San Diego.
unchallenged.
Nice work by Banerjee, getting it to Hong. Hong now on the near side. Running it down is Peterson. Peterson now. And he Sends that ball off of a bounce. A header now in the area, and they want to get a strike. And getting down there to get a hand on it that time, and then another strike, and it goes wide. Nice play by Duran. Duran said, uh-oh, this is not good. I've got to get to this soccer ball. And as you see, controlling it there was Gibbons. Gibbons trying to put it in the back of the net, and getting over there too, it was Duran, and then the ball is sent wide. Gibbons, nice controlling the soccer ball there in the central of that area. And Duran, at the last moment, able to keep Gibbons from putting it in the back of the net. It would have been a 2-0 match. On the soccer ball now is Langford. Langford making a play as he's done all this match. Now his teammate goes down, up forward. Taken away by the Sharks. The Sharks send that ball off of a bounce. They have it to Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs now in the central, trying to run it down as Gonzalez. Also trying to run it down as Peterson on the near side. And it's going to go out of play. They weren't able to keep it in. They know. It is going to be a throw-in by Tyler Gonzalez. So it was lastly touched down by LA Galaxy San Diego. Gonzalez a little bit of winded there, as you saw. Hong is coming out of the match. Sean Wan is into the match now. Sent forward by Banerjee, but intercepted. Nicely done, and then sent the other way by LAGSD across midfield, but intercepted by the Sharks. The Sharks still have it. Almost overrunning the soccer ball was Gibbons, but they still have it in midfield. Send it forward up front to Peterson, trying to keep it in. Will he be able to do it? No, it goes out of play. A little bit too much pace for it. That soccer ball to be kept from going past the byline by Liam Peterson. Back the other way now. With it is Urich. And far side touchline, he's got Langford. They drop it back, up forward, but intercepted. Nicely done that time by the Sharks. But they win the soccer ball back to midfield. Down that right flank and the left flank for the Sharks now as they win the soccer ball. And they send Ethan Soto back to retreat with it, and he sends it out of play. Hong will throw it in. Substitution's going to come in. The Sharks, Dylan Kelly will be back into the match.
Tyler, take Jackson's spot.
We saw him when the match first started. And now here he is again. 1-0. Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks leading here in the second half. About 16 minutes left to go in the match.
Come on, Sharks!
The ball sent forward and intercepted by Soto. Soto now get it set to Langford. Langford has speed, long, lanky ability as well. He cuts it inside now. Nathan Langford still on the soccer ball. And he's finally run off the soccer ball. At midfield, he's got support. They send it forward. Nicely done that time by Wyatt Wagner. And Wagner now with his teammate. And that's Pulvers to Soto now. Soto has the soccer ball, stops it nicely. Good first touch by Soto. Soto sends it in some space now, but an errant touch by his teammate. They give it away now. Here are the Sharks. Here's Peterson. And he gave it away right back to the Sharks. Here's Soto. Soto's pass will be deflected a little bit, trying to get teammate to run onto it, and nicely done. That was Wyatt Wagner keeping it in. Wagner now in his space, getting it over to Urich. And there's a 50-50 ball, and no call that time in the space. Here's Soto. Soto keeps it in the defensive half of the Sharks now. To the wide side, the left side of their flank of their offense, and they'll send that ball forward is the Sharks, and it will go out of play. Substitutions will come into the play here at Torrey Hills Ocean Air Community Park. Ethan Soto with a free kick. That was an offsides call. So the Galaxy with their free kick out of their own defensive half. Off of a bounce. Here's Langford chasing it down. Langford in the attacking third. Langford in the area now, and he just got an errant touch on that second attempt to control the soccer ball. Substitution is going to come in soon. Maybe not this moment. And it's 1-0. B2003 Flight 2 gold. The 2017 Sdda. Far side touchline will be the action. And the throw-in. LA Galaxy San Diego. Sent forward by John Restucci, and his pass is intercepted. But they're trying to gain it back, and they do at midfield. LAGSD sending it forward now. Running onto it now is Carlos Manza. Manza drops it back. Gets his teammate. In the space, it's deflected. And the Sharks are able to get a piece of it and then sent forward. Nicely done there by Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs sends the ball into central. And now running it down is Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends an early ball now. Trying to get one, and he cannot get to it. Too much pace on it that time. LA Galaxy San Diego having a hard time with it, as Peter said, and he just couldn't get the strike that he wanted on it because good defending by Ethan Soto into space. Soto, a good, accurate play. He knew he could not foul him because if he does, it's in the space and it's a penalty shot. Coming in, you see the coach, Pejkic, bringing his player in, Nebin Zivkovic. And taking this corner kick, Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs, who scored the lone goal of this match. Jacobs now gets it in the air. Those are always dangerous for their defenders. And coming off his line, off of a bounce, he gave up a rebound, but able to get to it. Here's Duran. Midfield, intercepted, but LA Galaxy San Diego, they run onto it. There with Pulvers. Pulvers out to Soto. Soto sends that ball down the right flank, and it's out of play. Take a good look at that corner kick up in the air. Ayers got a header on it, and it went so high that Duran had to make sure that he knew where it was going. And when he gave up the rebound, that was dangerous, and they could have tapped it in behind him into the back of the net. And that would have been a terrible thing for LA Galaxy San Diego because it would have been 2-0. And this late in the game, that's even much harder work. Coming in for the Sharks is Matthew Learn. And a ball in the Sharks' defensive half. And they have a free kick. And the lead. Sending it in the central, broken up by LAGSD. There's a foul on a play by the Sharks now. Here's Soto now. Soto sends the ball up forward, but center ref says, wait a minute, you didn't have it at the right spot. And now Soto will drive it down the right flank, and it's knocked out. Knocked out by Patravalli. Throw in for the Galaxy, San Diego. LA Galaxy, San Diego, and it's in the deep back. And sending it out is Patravalli again. LAGSD, the throw in. And they get it over to Sampath. Sampath works it over to Manza. Manza now, his pass is intercepted. But it goes on to Lecleta Karlstrom. And they get it over to Manza. And they got a player into space as they continue their passing game. to the near side. And nobody was there enough to get to that soccer ball. That was going to go to Ayers, and it was intercepted. They had the right idea. Now they'll have to do a build-up out of their own defensive half. Along the central was taken away. Nicely done by Dylan Kelly. Kelly's got his teammate in the central now. And Juan takes a shot that was blocked. Soto got in the way of that shot by Juan. Beautiful play by Soto. And now it's over to Kelly, and it's sent over. That was actually learned. He sent that one over the top of frame wide. That was a pretty good play from the wide side. About 9 minutes left to play in this match. Coming in now into the match is Brian Hong again. Hong got the rest, and now he's back in. He's been dangerous in this match. If you're LA Galaxy San Diego, you can't let him be dangerous. You're down by a goal. In the central, it's Banerjee, and he's knocked now on the collision. And this is going to work against the LA Galaxy San Diego player. And as a good sign of sportsmanship, goes over to Banerjee and hopes that he's okay. Gets a little fist pump. Pulvers trying to be active out there on the pitch. A little bit too active that time.
Way go, Drew. Way tough it out.
His team down by a goal. In the mindset of every player in LA Galaxy San Diego. Try and get an equalizer. So they have to be active, and they need to be active right now, and this ball is sent wide, thankfully, for LA Galaxy San Diego. Not a good strike that time, and so now they'll get their goal kick with time running out in the match.
Lucas, protect that space in front, central.
Down 1-0.
Let's go in there, White.
Hopefully you've been enjoying this match. Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game, and hopefully you will be able to get this match in your email, be able to enjoy it, and other matches that we do. Check with us all the time on our website. That's mrgksports.webs. That's webs.com. And also the videos on the YouTube channel, all in capital letters, GK Sports. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. All the constant updates of sports on our Facebook page. Just go to the search, but you got to put a space between the G and the K, and the K and the S, and then the PORTS is in lowercase. Here's an early ball the near side. Trying to run it down is Christian Ayers. He's not going to be able to do so. As on the near side, Banerjee. But they wouldn't allow him to go any further. Nicely done by Wyatt Wagner in the central. To the near side. Sharks leading 1-0. Sent forward by Matthew Learn. He was looking for Juan, but Juan didn't get it. Going back the other way. In the deep back, they're able to get to the soccer ball and send it out of play.
Good job, Elon.
Substitution coming in, or actually coming out of the match, is Christian Ayers. Wyatt Wagner throwing it in.
Option.
Wagner sends the ball forward.
Organize, don't stop.
Gets it over to Wagner. And Wagner sends an early ball. Seaman up goal! Go, 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 go!
Come on, Sharks.
Johnny on the spot, Nathan Langford. And Langford, who has been instrumental in the offensive attack for LA Galaxy San Diego in this match. And they tie the match up. Maybe about 4 minutes left to play in this match.
Pass it now.
The wide side, Manza trying to intercept. He couldn't do it. The Sharks now. Intercepted by LA Galaxy San Diego. Quick touch by Urich to the wide side, trying to run it down as Sampath. Sampath, he does. Gets away from a defender, drops it back. Has his teammate touch it forward, but it's intercepted by Hong. Sent forward, but intercepted again. But they're able to get it back. Cross midfield. Chasing it down is Zivkovic. The wide to the far side touchline. It goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Sharks and LA Galaxy San Diego trying to put all the effort they can to try and see if they can win this match.
Nevin!
He's just going around the field. Yeah, you're on.
Throw in from the far side.
Go on.
And getting to the soccer ball quickly is Lou. Lou sending it forward, but it's intercepted. But now trying to help out there is Hong. The wide side or to the far side touchline, and it goes out of play. Looks like it's going to be thrown in by Ruv Patravalli.
Come on, Sharks, 5 minutes.
Patravalli looking for a teammate, and he's going to get it over to Lou. Lou chops it forward and then gets it into space and sends it even further, but it is out of play. Ran out on the real estate on that far side touchline. But here's Lou now. Or no, this is Hong. Hong's got it now. Hong with it. Brian Hong nicely slows it down, gets it to his teammate in the central, and they go to the near side with Jackson Gibbons. Gibbons sending that ball into space. He knows his teammate Banerjee is trying to run it down, and Banerjee goes down on the play. Banerjee not feeling good on his knee area, and he's gone down a couple of times in this match. They know he's dangerous, LA Galaxy San Diego, creating problems for him in and about the pitch.
That's fine. Just play over, Jackson. That's okay.
Ruv Banerjee. Banerjee now on the low side with an attempted pass. It's intercepted by LAGSD as they want to go up forward on a quick counterattack. Reduce the size of the field of the Sharks. Sending it forward is Kelly in some space. Intercepted, but they still get a strike. And nicely done by Hong, and they can't get another one. Cross midfield. Cunningham. Right there in the central, the Sharks. Trying to keep it in is Langford, and he ran out of real estate on that far side touchline. Throw in now with the Sharks, Patravalli. Coming after it now is Sampath. Into space, Sampath getting a return pass. Trying to continue to go forward, but their pass was not connected on it. Intercepted. The Sharks have it. Sharks now. Nicely done by Gibbons. The near side. Getting that ball to Juan. Juan now. Sean Juan. A step over now. Juan gets the ball up in towards the central, but it's intercepted. He didn't have enough pace on it that time. But an intercepted pass by the Sharks. Down their left flank, trying to get a runner. And Soto drives it out of play. Ethan Soto says, I got to get it out of play, and I got to do it quickly. And now, coming back into the match is Ryan Jacobs. Jacobs scored the only goal of the match for the Del Mar Sharks. Nathan Langford scored the only goal of the match for the LA Galaxy San Diego in this 1-1 tie. Maybe a couple of minutes left to go in the match. Jacobs with the corner kick.
Draw, stay set. Draw. Draw.
Who will win this match, or will it end up being a tie and both teams get points? The strike, and they do have a player that controls it, sends it over his head, but it is not accurate enough.
Come on, Sharks.
Time running down for the Sharks on that errant play.
Are you okay?
Wagner, who's made a bunch of nice plays in this match. Into the back, so is Soto. His other defenders. Same goes for LA Galaxy for the Del Mar Sharks. And the way they've played in the deep back. And this one is fit to be tied. Getting after it, and that was Benjamin Hong, and he sends the ball out of play.
Let's go, Sharks. You got a minute. Let's go.
Was sent out of play by the LA Galaxy San Diego player, but Hong, good effort in the deep back.
Okay, come on.
Hold that help us, Elon.
Cross midfield, up into the air, trying to control his Banerjee. It goes over his head now. They want to get another strike in the central as Cunningham was trying to get to it. He could not. And going after it is Banerjee, sending it to Jacobs. And Jacobs won't be able to get to it. That ball is all the way forward now. And here's Hong. Brian Hong, and that ball goes out of play on the near side.
Half a minute.
It's going to be a throw-in. 1-1, your score. Moments left in this match.
Okay, guys, ready to step, Brian, make a run.
Hopefully
shot,
you've
let's
enjoyed
make
all of this match.
Look, guys, play now.
Torrey
play.
Hills area, Ocean Air Community Park. Ball sent forward,
Hey, hey, hey.
and Benjamin Hong sends it out of play.
Remember that spot that you missed from the line?
Throw in by LA Galaxy San Diego. In the space, a 50-50 ball. Headed forward by Sampath, and that is the end of the match. Hopefully you enjoyed all of this one. As the day got better, it started off kind of murky and cloudy, and a lot of low-lying clouds, otherwise known as fog, but then it got a lot better once this match started, and it has been a nice day up here in the Torrey Hills area, Ocean Air Community Park, where the final score in this 2017 San Diego Development Academy B2003 Flight 2 Gold match, one for the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks and one for LA Galaxy San Diego. Get a good look at the standings, and hopefully get an opportunity to see you down the road of this league. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. Saying take care of yourself. As always, God bless. And remember to save this one in your email or wherever you save it at. Bye now from Ocean Air Community Park.
Okay. Home for a while? Yeah. What's your name? Brandon.
Circles are just squares without corners. You back up. Also, Skywater is the future. Nobody will drink regular water. Skywater. Here you go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what Nate said.
I got this, Nate. Good job, guys! Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo!
This guy right here. That was interesting. Here you go.
Okay, lastly, 2, 3.
Go, Celtic! Go, Celtic! 1, 2, 3, go! Sorry if I broke your mic.
Drop, Tyler.
vimos la otra vez. Nos vimos la otra vez.
Stop. Throw it, that ball. Away. Get up, throw it, good now, throw it. Dribble.
Time.
Jackson does all sides.
Yes, all right.
Play ball.